let me say it this way. The people who eat applesauce die. The people who eat sugar die. The people who smoke cigarettes die. Does the fact that the people who smoke cigarettes die demonstrate that smoking is the cause?
Eventually, of course, the tobacco industry would lose its fight to deny the link between cigarettes and cancer. But since then, tobacco's strategy of denial has become a model for another industry faced with threats to its profits and existence. Oil and coal companies threatened by the science of global warming.
There is a public relations campaign that is aimed at confusing the public.
And as for carbon dioxide, it isn't smog or smoke. It's what we breathe out and plants breathe in. Carbon dioxide, they call it pollution. We call it life.
As cool and as clean as a breath of fresh air. America's most refreshing cigarette. Snow Fresh. Filter cool.
Carbon dioxide is basically this. Look how much pollution I just put out.
And you know something? Philip Morris is the one cigarette suggested by nose and throat doctors as definitely less irritating. So it's gotta be good.
It's in the interest of the industry to keep people smoking if they're going to continue to make a profit. Why should the public believe you?
There are many independent men and women of science who don't believe that the causal conclusion yet has been reached.
So it's gotta be good.
But there's so many reputable scientists who don't believe in global warming.
So it's gotta be good.
John Hoffmeister, he is the president of Shell Oil. John, first of all, I want to ask you an honest question. Have I ever taken a dime from you at Big Oil?
I hope so.
I'm open. You can send them my way anytime you want.
We should be giving our oil companies a pat on the back. The oil companies employ people just like us. They produce oil and gasoline for people just like us. It's so obvious. ExxonMobil is us. I mean, we depend on them. They're us. Let's stop beating up people who are us. Let's stop beating up ourselves.
The ones who are against us going after oil, all this global warming bullcrap.
A group of scientists declared this the hottest spring and summer ever recorded on the planet.
All this global warming bullcrap.
A fire tornado occurs when strong winds whip up bushfires into a spiral. This one happened in Brazil following weeks of drought. In fact, it's been 3 months since it last rained.
Nobody wants the polar bears to die.
It was crazy. There was fish all over the place.
These are Mahaden fish, and basically they've washed up on the beach because of the warm water temperatures that depleted the oxygen.
Life, as we know it, will no longer exist in 20 years. The air will be toxic with carbon dioxide.
Breathing in Moscow right now for a couple of hours can be equivalent to smoking 2 packs of cigarettes.
The situation's been made worse by incessant high temperatures that officials say has almost doubled the city's mortality rate.
Mountains will slide into the oceans.
North of Vancouver, a mountain of debris plowed down a valley and across a major river.
When the Capricorn Glacier gave way.
California and Florida underwater.
In Pakistan, more misery this morning caused by the flooding disaster.
A staggering 1/3 of the country is now underwater.
So far, the torrents have killed at least 1,500 people, affected 20 million others, and submerged tens of thousands of villages.
A warmer climate means many extreme events will be more common and more severe.
For decades, we have failed to act with the sense of urgency that this challenge requires. The consequences of our inaction are now in plain sight. We cannot consign our children to this future.